Sweet Tooth is back for a final season on Netflix. So today, let's see if this last round of episodes is worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services like Netflix. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. Having defeated General Abbott, Gus, Jep, Becky, and Wendy embark on a journey to Alaska in search of Gus's mother, Birdie, who has been working to uncover the mysterious origins of the deadly sick. So Sweet Tooth is back for a final season of this DC property. This is its third season, and this third season continues off of what Gus was seeing at the end of the second season, wanting to travel to Alaska to try to find his mother, and she's been working on trying to find the origins of the sick. Gus, Jep, Becky, and Wendy are joined by Dr. Singh, who may have his own beliefs about Gus and his role in reversing this virus. But the story continues on still having people who want to get rid of the hybrids. The story also introduces Helen Zhang, her daughter Rosie, and her ferocious wolf boys, and they want to restart human birth, and they view Gus as the only way possible to make that happen. What this series does very well, it does ramp up its conclusion to the series. It also provides that sense of urgency, and having Gus be this important piece within this storyline as people are after him, and he's the only way that they can get rid of the sick and bring back humans and get rid of the hybrids. The story paces out Gus's important storyline very well in here, as he has his own agenda. He's trying to travel to Alaska, so a good half of the series feels like this journey for Gus and his friends as they are traveling to Alaska. There's a lot of hiccups along the way, but he had this vision of his mother and this cave, and he thinks that whatever is in this cave is going to be very important to him. So he has to travel to Alaska. You have a lot of characters that are hot on his tail, and it just builds that urgency throughout as you have these new characters that want to get rid of all of the hybrids. They want to kill them off. They want to cure the sick and have human birth once again. Characters were very intimidating and fierce throughout this series, and they did provide that sense of urgency and those sinister moments of people trying to just wipe out every single hybrid in here. It's really intense at times and emotional to see these hybrids, and they're trying to protect themselves. And you have Helen Zhang and her daughter, played by Kelly Marie Tran, as they are trying to just destroy all these hybrids. Once again, this season perfectly understands the relationship between Jep and Gus, and such a genuine connection between the two. There is some very heartwarming moments between the two as they realize the importance of their relationship, and it ends on a very strong note, wraps up the storylines very well. But what you get is a very sincere storyline about what Jep goes through to protect Gus and what he means to him as well. It's very sweet, very strong relationship between the two. One storyline I felt like it wasn't as strong as it could be was Wendy and Becky. Learning that they were sisters in the second season, I expected a lot more growth of their relationship, but I feel like it was just few and far between. You got some moments in the beginning as they're still understanding that relationship, and there are some strong moments at the end as well, but there wasn't enough throughout the whole season to feel like they were trying to connect. I know there's a lot going on, so at times it may feel like it's a little chaotic, and there's a lot of involvement with Gus and this cave, and you have your villains as well, so it doesn't have the most amount of time to try to develop that relationship. But I expected something very strong for the two coming off of that second season, and I just did not get that. I feel like it was very disappointing, but when we did get it, I really did like it, but I just wanted more of that. But the clock is ticking throughout the series. Alliances are formed. They are tested throughout. You just feel that sense of urgency mostly throughout this third season. It feels much darker compared to previous two seasons in terms of its color, in terms of the villains in here, what people go through. I like that it did explore the origins of the sick and the hybrids as well. It just added the depth to the storylines throughout all 3 seasons, and each season has perfectly explored the sick and how it's affected humans and hybrids. But the 3rd season just dives deep into its origins, and I found it to be very interesting and adding a lot of connection between the previous seasons and the hybrids and the sick as well. I found it to be all very interesting and told some very unique stories along the way that just tested humans and forgiveness. They had to understand differences along the way. There are some strong messages throughout this season, but I love just exploring the origins of the sick and just adding to the lore of this show. I am sad that the show is over, but it does end on a very touching way, and there are some great action scenes. The visuals, once again, are really good. I love seeing Gus and Jep develop throughout this season. I wanted more of Wendy and Becky. I thought that could have been nicely explored throughout, but you have some intimidating villains, a good storyline, characters that have to rise to the challenge and do the right thing. You have some heartwarming moments along the way. Just overall, a really good season that perfectly wrapped up the storyline set within season 1 and season 2, but also diving deep into the origins of it all. I really like Sweet Tooth. It reminds me of like the beginning of summer for when the previous 2 seasons were released, and it's a nice way to start the summer as well. So before I give you my score for Sweet Tooth Season 3 on Netflix, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie-related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm going to go ahead and give Sweet Tooth Season 3 a B. Thank you guys for checking out my review for Sweet Tooth Season 3 on Netflix. If you guys seen it by chance, what'd you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.